echoes of before. You know, some people find solace in the woods, the quiet, the rustle of leaves, the way the light filters through the canopy. For me, it used to be like that. A place to clear my head, especially when the noise of the city just got too much. My ritual was always the same. Hike past the old logging road, down the barely there deer trail, until I reached the waterfall. Not a grand, roaring thing, mind you, but a gentle cascade over mossy rocks, spilling into a clear, cold pool. Peaceful. Or so I thought. The first time, I chalked it up to the wind. Or maybe the water. You hear things in the woods when you're alone. Your mind plays tricks. It's just the sound of silence, stretching itself thin. I was sitting on my usual rock, skipping pebbles across the pool, when I heard it. A whisper. Not like a voice close by, but like a secret being told through the air itself, swirling around my ears. It wasn't in English, not exactly. More like a current of sound, a feeling behind it. Pure, ancient. I remember freezing, my hand still poised with a flat stone. I looked around, obviously. Nothing. Just trees, water, the empty woods. I shook my head, told myself I was tired, headed home. But it happened again. And again. Always at the waterfall. Always the same kind of sound, growing clearer, more distinct each time. It started to feel feminine, a presence. And one day, after maybe the 5th or 6th time, I stopped denying it. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't my imagination. It was talking. I couldn't understand the words, not at first. But the tone, it was curious. Like it was observing me, a strange new specimen. Sometimes it sounded wistful, sometimes almost amused. I started going back more often, drawn by this impossible secret. I'd sit there just listening, trying to make sense of the patterns. And slowly, infinitesimally slowly, the sounds began to coalesce. A word here and there, like old stones shifting into place. Then came the day I understood a full sentence. My heart hammered against my ribs. I actually gasped. She said, "You are new to this turning." And then, clearer than before, "I have seen 40,000 suns rise and fall." 40,000 years. Can you even fathom that? My brain tried to process it and just short-circuited. I felt a chill that had nothing to do with the cool air by the waterfall. Who was she? What was she? I sat there, stunned, and for the first time, I spoke back. Just a whisper. "Who are you?" The answer came, a complex, flowing string of sounds that I could feel in my bones, but couldn't replicate with my tongue. It was like trying to pronounce the sound of water running over ancient roots, or the deep hum of the earth itself. She knew I couldn't say it. "My name is not for your mouth," she whispered, "but you can know me as the watcher of the deep currents." And that's what she became. My watcher, my whisperer. She never manifested, never a shimmer, a shadow, nothing. Just the voice, emerging from the air itself, always past the waterfall, always unseen. She spoke of what she called the tunnels through life. She would talk about things that were, things that are, and things that could be. Not just grand, sweeping histories, though sometimes she'd mention empires crumbling before written language even existed. No, usually it was personal. My tunnels. She'd tell me about little choices, like the day I almost took a different route to work and avoided that traffic jam that made me late for a meeting. She'd tell me what would have happened if I hadn't avoided it, or how a casual comment I made to a stranger in a coffee shop once set off a chain reaction that led to them meeting their future spouse a year later. Tiny things, impossible connections, threads in a cosmic tapestry. At first it was incredible, a secret, a privilege. She wasn't telling me the future, not exactly, She was showing me the potential, the ripple effects, the almosts. She'd say, "This moment you are in, it is one path, but here is another." And I'd feel it, like a faint echo of another reality, a phantom limb of a life I hadn't lived. She'd describe it with such vivid detail, the sun on my face in that alternate path, the smell of rain, the taste of a certain meal. It started small. She told me about a stock tip I'd almost ignored, and if I had listened to my initial instinct, I would have made a killing. I felt a pang of regret. Then she told me about an argument I'd had with my sister years ago. She laid bare the underlying hurt on both sides, the words we should have said, the resolution that could have been. It made me ache. And then it became heavier. She started telling me about the dark tunnels, the ones where I made a mistake, or someone I loved did, and the consequences were dire. She showed me a moment I was oblivious to, where my car nearly hit a child who darted into the street, and what would have happened if I hadn't braked at the exact second I did. She didn't show me to scare me, not maliciously. Or at least, I don't think so. She showed me with a kind of detached, ancient sorrow. You see, the thing about seeing all the tunnels is that you stop living in this one. Every decision I make now, every word I speak, I hear her echo. This path leads to contentment, but that one leads to loneliness. Or, if you choose this, you will never know the joy of that. My life. It's become a constant negotiation with potential. I second-guess everything. Did I pick the right cereal? What if the other brand had some obscure ingredient that would have made me feel slightly better today? And that slight boost would have made me more productive, leading to a promotion, leading to a new city, a new life. It's exhausting. The world isn't simple anymore. It's a branching, infinite fractal of possibilities, and I'm just lost in the choices. I haven't been back to the waterfall in weeks, months maybe. The silence of my own apartment is a relief now, even if it feels empty. I try to block her out, but sometimes, late at night, when the city is quiet and the wind sighs outside my window, I can almost hear her. That ancient, flowing sound, the whisper of 40,000 years. She doesn't just tell me about the tunnels anymore. She tells me about her tunnels, and how she knows them all because she exists in all of them simultaneously. And sometimes, I wonder if she's not just showing me the paths, but guiding me down one of her own choosing. Is it a curse? A blessing? Or just me finally cracking under the weight of too much knowledge? I don't know. All I know is, the quiet of the woods, past the waterfall, it's not peaceful anymore. It's just full of echoes, and I can't stop listening.